though, because I had to look at myself to realize I need help. Bipolar took over my life at 27, but it's not going to take over my life anymore. That's why when you move, when you take that change, when you leave that relationship like I did at 7 years, when you know that inner voice is telling you to do something, do it. Look at the situation. Take time for solitude. Put the phone down and start asking yourself the right questions, ladies, and ask yourself, are you truly, courageously, continuously, continually, and confidently showing up in your life, in your marriage, your job, your career? Are you listening to your real voice inside of you respectfully and speaking up for yourself, making sure that everything in your life feels good to you? We don't even realize that a lot of things that we're going along with, we've been conditioned on. We've been conditioned to do by our families, by the world, society. I live my life freely pertaining to what the Most High tells me. The Most High has been speaking to me since I was a young girl. You know what I mean? I'm blessed and grateful to have the universe on my side. I'm not perfect at all, but one thing I'm not is a fool. I'm not going to sit around and blame the world and somebody else. Just because I may have went through something very traumatic, it took me a while to allow myself to be okay with my anxiety and my depression from bipolar and my trauma from homelessness in jail and being abused and dealing with the mental stuff and emotional problems. But you free yourself when you face your own self, ladies. You free yourself from reacting and responding with anger, impatientness, control, egotistic, fleshly ways. I still have that battle every single day, and I don't like those ways of myself. That's why you got to courageously, continuously, contently, and confidently show up for yourself in every area. Stop going along with things you know you don't want to go along with, and speak up for yourself, even with your parents. Speak up, because you don't want nobody to pass away in your life, and you haven't said what you really felt to them, because now you're living in shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't want to live in shoulda, coulda, woulda. You want to be honest with the people around you, but first be honest with yourself. Then you can set yourself free and live more in the spirit and your calmness versus the anger, allowing the world, bills, things to pile up on your spirit, your back, the unforgiveness. The person you went through something with, don't blame it on them. Blame yourself for staying and choosing to deal with their ways. People know what they suffer from. When people have showed you who they are, believe it. Because one thing people are not going to do is sit around and allow themselves to sit around in something and complain about it. When you're a person who is mindful of what they're doing in life, you're going to do what I just said before this statement. You're not going to sit around in something over and over. Like me, I stayed in something for 7 years that was very drainful. Then I had to look at my own ways and set myself free and stop living in the questioning, wondering. Sometimes you don't need an answer. The Most High will give you all the answers you need. But you got to stop thinking you got to get an answer from everything that you've been through that was very traumatic to your mental, emotional health. You don't need to get an answer from that person. The most person and the most answers you would get from is the Most High. That's the best person you'll have in your life. Most people don't understand. Most people have all these people in their lives, but you guys can't be real with them. You can't tell them how you feel.